beware of blasphemers.
Hello, my name is Martha Jeche. I'm from Sydney, Australia. I'm 42 years old and I live in New South Wales, Australia. I'm here to make a report of what happened to me as from September 2003 up to now. I actually visited the Church of All Nations in June 2003, and when I went back home in Australia in September, I called back the synagogue because there was a report I wanted to make. I wanted to talk to the people in the synagogue, Church of All Nations. The lady who answered the phone, she said to me, hold on, she was going to put me through to the prophet. So in a few seconds, I spoke to a man who said he was Prophet T.B. Joshua. And then he gave me a phone number, which he said I should call him. Every time I want to talk to him, I should call him on that number. And he also gave me his email address, which I was supposed to be addressing every issue on that email address. I didn't know that it was a fake person. I thought this was Prophet T.B. Joshua of the Synagogue Church of All Nations, because this is what the man told me he was. And then I called him again the following day, and he said now I should start communicating with him on the email. And he gave me an email address, which I will show to you on the emails that he was sending to me. The first email that I sent him, the first email, and then when he replied, he told me that I needed to go on a 21-day fasting and prayer, and he was going to send me some oil, which I was supposed to be using to bath with, and also for my daughter to bath with. And this is the first email that he sent me, and it says here, thank you for your call and your email, and God bless you and your daughter. And then it goes to say you will start prayers for 21 days and you use the oil. The oil which he sent me are these 3 bottles here. And with this oil, I was supposed to use it in the bath and then wash with that oil for 21 days. And I was supposed to be reading verses that he gave me on the email. With this oil, I had to send money to him first so that he could prepare the oils and send it to me with the DHL. And these are the DHL envelopes that he sent the oil with. One of them is this one. And the other one is this one. As you can see, it's got my name there and my address that I told you. This is another email that he wrote me to say I was supposed to send him another $1,000 at the end of which I had said to him I didn't have all the money, so he said I could pay in installments the money. This one wanted $1,000. But I actually itemized all the monies that I sent to him according to dates. So the total amount that I sent, I made a total of about 13 transactions, and it amounted to 23,742 Australian dollars. During the process, as I was communicating with him, at one point he said to me, Johnny Zebwe had traveled somewhere, so I was supposed to send money to a Michael Otoma, and I sent Michael Otoma. I made one transaction to that name, and then a couple of days later, he says to me Michael Otoma wasn't available anymore, so I was supposed to send money to a man by the name of Sikiru Morufu, and I sent about 3 lots of monies to that name. So what happened is, after I had sent all this money and my problem was still the same, I started communicating with this man because it was regular communication. There were lots of emails that went from me to him and him to me, a total probably of close to 75 or even 80 emails, because he would email me regular and I would be responding, and I also be talking to him on the phone. So now by the end of this, or when my problem wasn't solved, I started saying to him, look, I want to come to Nigeria and see you in person, because my problem hasn't been solved and it's been going on for a long time. And then he says to me, there's no need for you to come to Nigeria. All you want, I can do it over the internet, and there's no need for you to come because I can see distances apart. I can see you through wherever you are. And I remember on 2 occasions, he asked me to send my photo to him and my daughter, and I sent him a photo because he said he wanted to pray over the photo when I sent it, and I sent him my photo, and he acknowledged that he had received it. And then at one point again, I asked him to say, can I send the money through the account website, which is on the on the internet, where Synagogue Church of All Nations, and he reiterated to me strongly that I should never send money through that website account, because the first reason was that the money would take very long to get to him, and the second issue was that the money comes for a purpose of which he has to pray over the money first before the issue is solved. So I then didn't use this website account. And when he sent me the oil, he also sent me tapes of the synagogue. This is one of them, and this is another one. And on this one, apparently there is a photo of me and my daughter when we visited the synagogue in 2003. So when I saw myself on the video, I said, this is true, the man of God, because how could he have gotten our photos anyway, because we are on one of the photos on this video. So I really thought I was talking to the real prophet TB Joshua of the Synagogue Church of Nations. And the other one that he sent was an audio cassette. So now, after all this had happened, because in my heart I was now getting tired of sending money and I was getting no results. So what I did was I sent an email to the website account that I got on the net, and I was explaining the whole issue to say, this is how I feel. There's this man who's been communicating with me. Can you check him through? Is this the real prophet TB Joshua? So I think after 2 days, I got a response to say, can I call the synagogue? And then I was given a number, an international number that I called. And I phoned. When I phoned, the gentleman I spoke to asked me what had happened, and I told him the whole story of what had happened. And he told me that this is not the prophet TB Joshua of the Synagogue Church of All Nations that I was talking to. It must have been somebody else who's been faking his name. Then my suspicions were validated to say this is not true. There's the way we are going to probably get hold of these people is you talk to this man you've been phoning, the prophet TB Joshua. Don't even tell him that you are communicating with the proper Synagogue of Nation now. So I did as I was told. I phoned this fake TB Joshua, and I told him that, look, my friend is coming over. He doesn't know Nigeria. He hasn't been. He needs prayers. He's got a problem. And then when he comes, because by then this fake prophet TB Joshua wanted some more money from me, and I said to him, look, I don't have money at the moment, but when this my friend comes, he's going to give you money on my behalf, so that when he comes back to Australia, I'll repay him back his money. So if you receive him on my behalf, he's going to pay you the $2,000 that you want, and then you can also help him because he's got a problem. He said, no, I don't want Daniel Smith to come. He has to send money to me before he comes. And then he says to me, look, I'm a big man of God, and once if a foreign national comes and this something happens to him, I'll be liable and all that. Then I said, well, nothing's going to happen because Daniel is just coming for prayer. And then he finally said, okay, I'll probably send my men to the airport to receive him. Meanwhile, I didn't make this fake prophet TB Joshua know that I was communicating with the synagogue all along, that I knew that I was communicating with them. So he now said to me, okay, he's going to send his men to the airport and they will receive Daniel Smith. And at the same time, I would be communicating with the synagogue, telling them what was happening, how I had spoken to him, where our conversation was. This is what it led up to in the end.